What happens when the face of an entire professional league is left bleeding, battered, and unprotected, while the very institution that depends on her looks the other way? This isn't just a controversy, this is betrayal at the highest level. Caitlin Clark, the breakout sensation who's transforming the WNBA into a ratings juggernaut, is now sidelined with a groin injury. But here's what makes this more than just another sports injury. There's actual footage showing how it happened, and it came from yet another cheap shot during yet another game where the referees swallowed their whistles. Again, in broad daylight, with officials standing just feet away, Clark was fouled hard by a Seattle Storm player. No whistle, no concern, no consequences. And now, she's paying the price, off the court, in pain, with millions of fans left fuming. If the WNBA can't protect its biggest asset, what exactly are they protecting? This wasn't some one-off lapse in judgment by a distracted referee. It's part of a pattern, a disturbing, undeniable pattern that's haunted Clark since she stepped onto a court. Game after game, we've seen it. Full contact fouls that would make NFL linebackers cringe, and still no whistle. Elbows thrown, arms grabbed, shoulders slammed. Fans have clipped the footage frame by frame and posted it across social media. Clark getting shoved in the back, yanked by the arm, and whacked across the chest, with refs just watching, expressionless. It's gotten so bad that even neutral broadcasters have called it the worst missed calls they've ever seen. Clark isn't just getting played physically, she's being punished, and her only crime being the most watched, most followed, and most impactful rookie the league has ever seen. Her head coach, Stephanie White, has had enough, and she's not speaking in vague terms. She's calling out the bias directly. Minus 31 free throw discrepancy, she said, throwing the league's silence under a spotlight. We're not just chucking threes, we're attacking the rim. Her frustration echoed what every fan has been screaming at their TV. The disrespect for our team right now has been unbelievable. And she's right. This isn't about one game. It's about a league that's built its entire 2025 marketing plan around one player, and then let her get brutalized without stepping in. The WNBA is happy to use Clark's image to sell out arenas and break records. But when she takes a hit that knocks her off the floor, suddenly the commissioner's lips are sealed shut. Not one word from Kathy Engelbert. Not one press conference, not 1 ounce of accountability. And while the league hierarchy continues to ghost its biggest star, Clark's teammates are stepping up as her unofficial security detail. Sophie Cunningham has made herself known as the enforcer, the muscle the league refused to provide. But it hasn't been enough. In one play, Sophie got called for a foul just for putting her hands up. No contact, no aggression, nothing but defense. Yet Clark gets hammered going up for a layup, and the refs look away like it's part of the scenery. What kind of message does that send to the rest of the league? That it's open season on Caitlin Clark, that you can throw her to the ground, and if anything, the whistle will go against her teammate. It's not inconsistent officiating anymore, it's bias, plain and simple, and when the rules only apply selectively, the game loses its integrity. It all came to a head in the Fever's recent matchup against the Seattle Storm. Yes, the Fever won the game 94-86, but if you watched that game closely, the real battle wasn't on the scoreboard, it was in the trenches. From the very first possession, Clark was hounded, grabbed, shoved, and body-checked, all with impunity. Her stats suffered: 6 points, 8 turnovers, no made threes. It was statistically the worst game of her basketball career. For the first time ever, Caitlin Clark recorded more turnovers than points, and still, she led. She didn't crumble, she didn't storm off. She directed traffic, kept the team organized, and passed her teammates into rhythm. That's what casual fans and clueless referees don't understand. Clark's value isn't just her logo threes, it's her vision, her control, her ability to command the tempo even when her own shot isn't falling. Behind that calm leadership came a performance explosion from the rest of the squad. Aaliyah Boston went off for a career-high 31 points, shooting 72% from the floor and grabbing 8 rebounds. Kelsey Pistol Mitchell dropped 26 on 8 of 14 shooting, with 5 of 7 threes and a perfect night from the free throw line. Lexi Hull delivered her first ever double-double. These weren't isolated heroics, they were created by the spacing and vision Clark delivered, even in an off night. Her 9 assists and relentless off-ball movement forced Seattle to double-team, collapse, and chase, opening up wide lanes for her teammates to dominate. And that's what makes this narrative so twisted. Even when Clark doesn't shine individually, she creates brilliance around her. She makes the team better, smarter, more dangerous. And yet, she's the one being left on an island to defend herself. Now let's talk about the numbers. This Seattle game, the same one where Clark was brutalized and left with a groin injury, was also one of the highest-rated regular season WNBA games in history. Peaking at 2.2 million viewers and averaging 1.7 million, it ranks as the third most watched game ever. ESPN's WNBA ratings are up 14% year over year. ABC's viewership is up 76%. The Fever are single-handedly transforming primetime WNBA into must-watch TV, and the common thread in every one of those broadcasts is Caitlin Clark. This isn't speculation, it's fact. Before she arrived, 300,000 viewers was a good night. Now we're seeing numbers that rival NBA playoff coverage. And still, the referees won't call a foul when she gets clotheslined. Would the NFL let Mahomes get crushed after the whistle? Would the NBA let Steph Curry get elbowed with no flag? Of course not, because those leagues understand that protecting your stars means protecting your business. And this is the part that really burns. While Clark elevates the WNBA to heights it's never seen before, she's being asked to carry it alone. The league cashes in on her likeness, her jersey sales, her social media virality. They sell out arenas when she comes to town, spike ticket prices, and flood platforms with her highlights. But when she needs protection on the court, nothing. Not a tweet, not a statement, not a plan, just silence. Even when the injury happens right in front of the ref. And yet, impossibly, Clark keeps doing it. She shoulders the load, leads the team, sparks the ratings, and keeps the dream alive for thousands of young fans who show up just to see her smile. But how long can that last? That's the question nobody in the WNBA office seems ready to ask. How long can a 23-year-old sophomore keep holding up an entire professional league without even the basic decency of fair officiating? The answer? Not forever. And if the W doesn't wake up soon, they're going to burn the very bridge that brought them across the mainstream. Caitlin Clark isn't just a player. She's the reason the country is tuning in. She's the reason girls are filling arenas with homemade signs and tears in their eyes. She's the reason ESPN is printing money off ad revenue. But she's also human. She can only take so many hits before something breaks, physically, emotionally, or both. And when that happens, this league will have no one to blame but itself. Let's be clear, this isn't about favoritism. It's not about giving her extra calls. It's about applying the same rule book to every player and refusing to let targeted fouls be ignored because of some twisted locker room jealousy or officiating agenda. Clark's not asking for special treatment. She's asking for equal protection, the same protection any top-tier athlete in any professional league deserves. And until the WNBA delivers that, every broken whistle, every missed call, every cheap shot will land squarely on their reputation. So if you're watching this, if you're one of the millions who tune in just to see Caitlin Clark do her thing, then you already know the truth. She is the movement. She is the boom. She is the one pulling women's basketball into the spotlight. But she can't do it alone. Not like this. Not without a whistle. If you believe the WNBA needs to protect its players, especially the one carrying the league, then comment XCC down below. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because this story isn't over. In fact, what comes next might just be the biggest scandal the WNBA's ever faced.